Mrs. Eleanor Whittaker's wrinkled hands trembled as she unfolded the brittle newspaper clipping. Dated June 6, 1944, the headline screamed, "Allied forces land in Normandy." Her late husband, Thomas, had kept it tucked in his war journal for decades. To Eleanor, the yellowed page wasn't just news, it was a relic of hope during the darkest days of World War II. "Newspapers," she muttered to her granddaughter, Clara, "are like time travelers. They carry voices from the past to the future." Clara, a Gen Z digital native, rolled her eyes. "Grandma, no one reads papers anymore. It's all TikTok and AI newsfeeds now." But Eleanor insisted Clara join her on a journey, one that would stitch together generations through the ink-stained pages of the Chronicle, their small town's local paper. The Witness. In 1969, the Chronicle's front page celebrated the moon landing. Eleanor, then a young reporter, had written, "A leap for mankind, a nudge for curiosity." She recalled how the townsfolk gathered at the diner, passing the paper around like a sacred text. Back then, Eleanor said, the newspaper wasn't just news. It was a campfire, a place where the community huddled to share stories. Clara frowned. "But isn't social media the new campfire?" "Perhaps," Eleanor replied. "But campfires can spread wildfires too. Fake news, misinformation. The newspaper, it had guardians." She pointed to a framed photo of her editor, Mr. Higgins, who'd once killed a sensational headline about aliens in the cornfield because it lacked facts. "A newspaper's duty," he'd say, "is to light candles, not matches." The Mirror. In the 1980s, the Chronicle exposed corruption in the mayor's office, leading to his resignation. Eleanor's investigative piece, "Shadow over City Hall," won awards but also death threats. "Truth-telling is dangerous," she told Clara. "But newspapers hold up a mirror to society, even when it's ugly." Clara scrolled through her phone. "Now anyone with a blog can hold up a mirror. How is that different?" Eleanor sighed. "Mirrors can distort. The best newspapers polish theirs daily, with ethics, sources, and editors who care more about integrity than clicks." The Bridge. By 2023, the Chronicle was struggling. Subscriptions dwindled. Ads migrated online. Clara's generation consumed news in 15-second clips. But on the day of Clara's high school graduation, Eleanor gifted her a box of old newspapers. Inside, Clara found milestones. The 1965 Voting Rights Act headline. The 2001 obituary of a local firefighter who died on 9/11. A 2020 pandemic edition with blank spaces where ads used to be, a silent cry for help. "These aren't just stories," Eleanor said. "They're bridges. Between generations. Between truth and chaos. Between apathy and action." The Phoenix. Months later, Clara launched *The Chronicle, *s digital archive as a college project. She added interactive timelines, podcasts, and videos, but kept the original headlines intact. On the homepage, she wrote, "Ink fades, truth doesn't." When the site went viral, Eleanor chuckled. "See, the newspaper isn't dying, it's evolving." Clara finally understood. Newspapers were never about the paper. They were about people, the ones who wrote, read, and lived the stories. In a world of noise, they reminded humanity to pause, reflect, and care. As Eleanor's 1944 clipping fluttered into a digital frame, Clara whispered, "Thanks, Grandma. Time to light more candles." The significance of newspapers. This story underscores how newspapers 1. Preserve history. They document pivotal moments, creating a collective memory. 2. Uphold democracy, by exposing truths and holding power accountable. 3. Build community, serving as a shared space for dialogue and connection. 4. Adapt and endure, transitioning from print to digital without losing their soul. Even in the age of AI and algorithms, the heartbeat of journalism remains the same, to inform, inspire, and ignite change. The paper that binds us. In the bustling town of Crescentville, nestled between rolling hills and shimmering rivers, lived a diverse community. Despite their varied backgrounds and interests, one thing united them all, their beloved local newspaper, the Crescentville Chronicle. Every morning, residents would eagerly await the arrival of their paper. It wasn't just about the news, it was a ritual, a comforting presence that marked the start of their day. The Chronicle was more than ink on paper, it was the heartbeat of the town. Mr. Thompson, the town's librarian, would peruse the headlines with a cup of coffee in hand, jotting down articles to discuss in the weekly book club. Mrs. Patel, the baker, would clip out recipes and local event announcements to post on her shop's bulletin board. Young Jack, a high school student with dreams of becoming a journalist, would meticulously read the sports section, studying the writing style of his favorite columnists. The Chronicle was there during pivotal moments in Crescentville's history. When the old mill caught fire, it was the Chronicle that provided the community with updates and rallied them to support those affected. When the town welcomed a new mayor, the Chronicle celebrated the occasion with a special edition, featuring interviews and photographs that captured the hope and aspirations of the townspeople. One day, a storm swept through Crescentville, causing widespread power outages and disrupting digital communications. The internet was down, and phones were out of service. In the midst of the chaos, the community turned to their trusted Chronicle. The dedicated team of journalists worked tirelessly, using generators to power their presses. The next morning, despite the storm's aftermath, the residents found their newspapers waiting on their doorsteps. The Chronicle's front page featured a detailed map of safe zones, emergency contact information, and updates on the restoration efforts. It also included heartwarming stories of neighbors helping one another, showcasing the resilience and unity of Crescentville. The newspaper became a lifeline, providing crucial information and a sense of normalcy. As the town slowly recovered, the community's bond grew stronger. They realized that the Chronicle was not just a newspaper, it was a symbol of their shared experiences, their challenges, and their triumphs. It was a reminder that in times of uncertainty, knowledge and connection were their greatest assets. Years later, Jack, now an accomplished journalist, returned to Crescentville to give a talk at the local library. As he stood before the crowd, he held up a copy of the Chronicle and said, "This newspaper taught me the power of storytelling, the importance of community, and the impact of staying informed. It reminds us that even in a world of ever-changing technology, the printed word has a unique ability to bring us together." And so, the Crescentville Chronicle continued to thrive, its pages filled with the stories, dreams, and spirit of the town. It remained a cherished tradition, a beacon of trust, and a testament to the enduring significance of newspapers.
Please subscribe for more practicing English by informative content.